guys, what's up? It's your girl Champ and I'm back with another fabulous video. If you guys have already read the title, you know what I'm doing today. I'm doing a basic everyday makeup look. Now, disclaimer, I am not a makeup artist and I am not a professional, but I have been doing my makeup for a really long time and I get a lot of compliments, so I just want to share with you guys what works for me. First things first, I want to show you guys a little something that I got from my friend Queen. She gave me a little cart because I said I wanted to put all of my makeup on there, and I just like it would be easier for organization if I could just roll it around my room, because in my room I have a mirror over here, I have a mirror here and a mirror there. It just depends like on my mood where I decide I want to do my makeup. So my little roller cart is the best thing. Let me show you what she got me. Okay, you see it? So far I just have like my basic everyday makeup here, but there's like another row and I have like some paper towel, sponge. I'll put different things. There's 2 more rows. So I'll just kind of like, as I'm doing my makeup, I'll see what I need and what should go where. Now let's get started with my actual everyday routine. First things first, I have taken a shower. I have a clean face. I did my hair. And obviously I slicked down my edges, as you can see, so I have a little wrap on it. I usually keep the wrap on while I'm doing my makeup, but I do push it back, you know, so I can see a little bit of the edges, because if you don't, you'll do your makeup all the way around the wrap, and then when you take it off, there's like 2 different shades, so you want to be even. I washed my face. It is clean. I have put on my hydrating under eye cream from Cetaphil. I have also put on something new I'm trying from Cetaphil, oil absorbing moisturizer with sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 30. I actually got someone in my comments the other day that said basically black people don't need sunscreen. The truth is we all do. We might not burn, like physically turn red, but regardless, UV rays are UV rays and they all cause damage. So I encourage anyone who wants to stay looking young and youthful for as long as they can and prevent skin cancer to put some form of SPF on. As you can see, my face is very oily, so it gets shiny. That's why I love this oil absorbing one. The better you take care of your skin, the better your makeup will look. And that really is true. You want to have a good palette, which is your face alone. So the way that you take care of your skin and prep your skin for your makeup will make a big difference for how your makeup looks throughout the day. After I have put on my lotion and I've let it sit for like 5 minutes, I go to the next step, which is my primer. Right now I'm using the Inglot, I think that's how you say it, Inglot mattifying primer. Once again, I have really oily skin. I don't mind it when I'm not wearing makeup. You know, I mean, I'm gonna be shiny regardless, but when I'm wearing makeup, I don't like to shine too much. But I did hear a little something about oily skin that prevents wrinkles, so I'm like torn. Do I want to fight the oil or not? Anyways, I apply just a small amount all over my face and my T-zone. With this, a little bit really goes a very long way. Next, I take a beauty blender or some type of sponge. There's a couple different ones I recommend. This is not the actual beauty blender brand, but it is a really good one, and maybe I'll do another video about like which exact brushes I use and sponges I use. But I wet it just a little bit, and I've already wet this pre to making this video. So right now I'm in between colors. I'm getting ready to go on a vacation at the end of the month, so I'm gonna get a lot darker, and this is a little bit dark for me. Ooh. It is the Too Faced Born This Way, and this is also a mattifying foundation. I mix that just to get the right color with the Matte Velvet Skin Makeup Forever, and I mix my color in that just a little bit because I really don't like to cake my face too much. And remember, you guys, when putting on foundation, you can build, so don't like throw a whole bunch on, layer it. Start small and go, you know, more. Then I take a little tip to one of my makeup brushes and I mix it up. Mix. And I always make sure that the end is clean before I put it on my face. But I'll either just like look anywhere I have a dark spot. Okay, there's a pimple. Put a little bit there. Pimple, pimple. All right. Just in general here. I'm gonna need some more. Remember, your foundation is what goes all over your face. It's the overall base for your skin color. As you can see, it actually matches my skin pretty good too. Because when I back away from up close, you don't see it as much. See what I'm saying? Then I take my wetted sponge and just, since I kind of have like the main areas that need to be hidden, like where I have like a pimple or something and I've got it spread evenly, you know, dots throughout the face. Then I just blend it in. I pat lightly, I don't rub. I also try hard during this part not to wrinkle my face or anything. I take my time, I pat it, get it all even, because this is your overall base. And you guys, make sure you get here and a little bit on your neck too, because it's always so weird when girls' faces are two different colors from their face and their neck. Blend it in well. And I still have some on my hand, you guys. So like I said, I use this sparingly and I add it as needed. I don't just throw it all on at once. For me, you guys, when I'm doing my everyday makeup look, I actually don't do any eye, like under, like, you know, shadow or anything. So I also make sure I get this on the eyelids, just so everything looks, you know, even. Next, I take some type of setting powder. I like to just kind of put this over my face. It helps set in what I've already just done. So to set my foundation, I'm using the Milk Translucent Powder in medium. I just really do it lightly because, first of all, this foundation dries kind of quick. Also, I don't want to like wipe away any foundation, so I just lightly do like a little pat. For me, this just helps it look more natural. See? Next, I do my under eye. For right now, what I'm doing, I'm using the NARS concealer in the shade Medium 1 Custard. And I like this one because it's not too drying. I feel like even though I need matte for everything around my face, this is really good for under the eyes, because if you dry under the eyes too much, it comes off looking crusty or wrinkly, and you don't want that. I just put a little bit here, a little bit here, basically like where an eye bag would be. A little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And then sometimes I'll do like a dot, dot, dot here. Dot, dot, dot. But you see how light that is. You don't need much there. Once again, with the other end of my beauty blender and or a separate beauty blender, because sometimes I really want the under eyes to be defined and stuff, so I'll use a separate one. Don't want to mix any color. But I go ahead and lightly pat this in. Now it's really important under the eye to get it all even. I pat closest to under the eye first, and then I spread it down. Not too far down though, just like this general area. Everyone makes the weirdest faces. I'm like, when you're patting in your makeup. Nice and even. The more even you have this, the better it will look when you add your powder under your eyes, your setting powder. There we go. See, as you can see my face, I don't like to look like I have a lot of makeup on. I try to make it always look really natural, light, and just, for me, I feel like makeup, like unless you're going to an event, makeup shouldn't be super crazy. I feel like it should really just accentuate what beauty you already have. Next, after I have wiped off any excess foundation that is left over on my hand, I take banana powder, and this one is from Ben Nye. Depending on what your skin tone is, it will also determine what your under eye powder should be, the color, but you can, any beauty store that you go to can kind of help you figure that out. Then I take a brush like this. This is a Morphe brush. I take such good care of my brushes that they can last a long time, but this was so old I don't actually know what number it is, but this is what it looks like. I just lightly tap it. You don't want too much excess coming on. And I pat it under my eye lightly, and I can always build. I get that whole little area that I just put that foundation on. Then I do the other eye. A little bit up here, just a tiny bit. And down here where I got that. When you're doing the makeup, the lighter colors are what you want to bring forward, and the darker colors are what you want to have kind of look in. It's like dimensions. That's why you have contouring and stuff like that, which is what we're moving to next. Just for my bronzing and my contouring, I kind of mix the two together, but I use Fenty Beauty. Excuse my thing, it's not the cleanest, but hey, at least you know I use it. And the color is Islanding with a $sign. Oh, I heard that. Now this comes on kind of dark, so I do it really lightly, with this brush, which is also Morphe. It's M437. I take this, do it nice and light. And I start, personally, I start here. Or sometimes I blot it too. I'd be like, and I just do in circles lightly. Remember, especially with this too, you can build. You don't want to do it too dark to where you look, you know, once you've got a whole too much dark on, it's really hard to get rid of too much dark. Remember, this is where my actual cheekbone is. So that's where I want it to go in so that it looks like, you know, this part is more out and it caves in here more a little bit. So that's where you just kind of go and circle up there with the darker color. And bring it up here, make it, then go here. As you can see, I kind of already have that line there, but I just, and I do it where it naturally really is because I don't want to look too crazy. I want to look how I naturally would look, you know? Makeup is supposed to look natural when you're doing it every day, guys. Then I also do a little bit here. I just pat it a little bit on each side of the nose. Keep your nose looking a little skinny. I use this brush. This is from Sephora. It's once again old, but I take good care of it so it lasts. But it's a fan brush, a skinny one. And I just, right now I'm taking Twin Cheeks Kitten Bronzer Duo in Matte Bronze and Kitten Shimmer. Obviously I broke the Kitten Shimmer so it fell out, but the Matte Bronze is what I used the most. And I just go a little bit here just to accentuate that little, you know what I mean? Right there. Okay, do it on both sides. And I also do a little bit here on the nose with this. See? Makes my nose a little bit more defined, you know what I mean? Next, take a little bit of blush. Put a little bit right here. You don't want to not do it because you don't want to look too like pale or pasty. I feel like blush adds a little bit of human-likeness back to you. As you can see, I got just like a little bit of color there. Okay, now I haven't really found a lot of brow pencils that I like swear by yet. For me, they've pretty much all been the same. I'm sorry, maybe I should try out some more and like really dig into it. But this one I actually got at Walgreens. It is the Brow Style Definer by L'Oreal. It's got this on one side. And what I always do is I always wipe my brow a little bit with my finger first because sometimes there's like, you know, powder on it or whatever. As you can see, my brows are already really thick. There's nothing on them. They're just thick. And I kind of just brush them up and then let them, you know, smooth them in the direction they need to go. Also, make sure you like wash this off and clean it every once in a while because they'll get so much powder and makeup on it that like when you are doing your real eyebrows again, it will kind of like transfer on. So you want to make sure you clean that every once in a while too. But the first thing I do is I just kind of like lightly, at the bottom, I'll do the bottom line. See like how there's like little missing pieces? I'll just try to fill that in and like create an overall shape for it at the bottom. So I start here, get that overall shape. Then I'll go to here. Then I'll go up to the top. I don't like mine too round. I like mine more, you know, line-ish. See, I'm not really doing too much. I'm just accentuating what I already have. So that's eyebrow 1. Eyebrow 2, this one's a little bit more misshaped. You see how it's missing some here? That's what I'm gonna fill in first, so. Sorry, that got a little blurry there. I'm not sure if I have like all my settings perfect, but we'll get there. Ooh, look at that. And then also, like I said, I like to accentuate what I already have. So right here, I have like a little mole, and when I put my foundation on, I cover it up, so I like re-put it on. Okay, just the little things, you know. Also, quick trick. If you're having a pimple or something, like right here, it's a pimple, I could just like do a little dot right there and make it look like another mole. You know what I mean? It's versus, you know what I'm saying, a pimple. That's a quick little tip. If you have a pimple, turn it into a little mole, a little beauty mark. Thank me later. So one thing that I really like, I either do a lip liner that is like a light pink, because as you can see, my lips are like, that's my real lip color. They're super pink. But I either do like a light pink like that matches just to overdraw them and make them a little bigger, or I do this brown just to like, you know, I don't know why. Up here, like, once I put my makeup on, it kind of disappears. But I'm doing a light brown. Just to kind of create that like definition of my lid. I don't really even try to make it too big. I just try to make it, see how it's a little more defined? And up here it's kind of disappearing. So here we go. Then sometimes I'll color in a little bit of the side here and here. How that look, guys? I also use this Fenty Rihanna, like, what is this called? This is a Brow MVP. It's a sculpting brow wax styler. So this just like kind of makes it stay. And I do this light because if you do it too hard, you'll brush off what you already did. And for me, my experience doing this before I draw the brow on doesn't work right. So just like lightly trace it, the top, and this should make it stay. Do the other side. Because, you know, you might accidentally hit your brow at some point throughout the day and then like you don't want it going everywhere. So I use this little brush just to kind of smooth it the exact right way. Make everything perfect. There we go. There we go. Next, this is something that I do whenever I get out of the shower. I should have told you this earlier, but I also do it once my makeup is done. I take a spoolie like this, a little lash spoolie, and I'll brush my lashes because I have the lash extensions on right now. I did a tutorial on how to put fake lashes on, the ones I used to do. I used to do individual fake ones. You can look that up. I'll put it in the description box of this if you want to do your own and you don't want to get the fake ones. But I like the extensions. It makes my get ready process so much faster. But I just brush them. Make sure they're nice and fluffy and separated and, oh, there we go. Defined. This is kind of how they look when they're all done and brushed out, looking good. Then, last but certainly not least, don't take your hair wraps off yet, ladies, because you've got to spray your setting spray. Always shake your setting spray really well, especially this one. It's called Blue Marble SLR, a water-based film forming berry to seal makeup. I use the blue one. The mattifying one's super mattifying, so it's like, it makes it look crazy. But see how like, this looks like real face. Looks like real face, guys. Anyways, I shake it, do a test spray on my hand to make sure that this thing is not blocked at all. Sometimes it's blocked when you get like one streak and then you can see it on you, so. All right, there we go. And I always just cover my hair because it messes up my edges. So I just cover it. Ooh, that was a good one. Then I take my fan, help it dry a little bit. You can get these like dollar store. Then the last thing that I do after I have all of that on, sometimes I'll put a little highlight here and here, but like I feel like my skin already really does that on its own, so today I'm not gonna do it. And the next thing that I always do is I put a clear lip gloss on. This is a lip oil. I get mine from like beauty supplies, guys. The best ones are like the $2, $3 ones. Also because I lose them all the time or like my friends take them. So I got like 50 of these literally. Anyways, and I always love trying different clear ones. So if you guys have a good clear one, DM it to me or put it in the comments below. Ooh. Now, last but not least, I take this off. Take this off. Now, as you guys can see, my hair is looking good. My makeup is done for the day. Ooh. That's my everyday makeup look, and dang, my curls really turned out good today too. I'm gonna have to definitely share with you guys what I use on my curls today. I use something different, so. You know, I love when I try a new product and I like it. But yes, one more look at this overall look. Here I go. Ooh. Now I'm about to start my day. Thanks guys for watching. Leave a comment below and let me know what other tutorials you want to see, if there's any specific makeup looks, any curly hair questions, or even just any questions you guys have. No question is stupid. Everybody started from somewhere, so I'm here to, you know, answer any of your questions. And if I don't know the answer, it's probably something I want to learn. So ask away, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.